Hi guys, welcome back to another installment of Professor Charles S Live, and today we're going to talk about the Hulu anime series, which, it was alright, but I'm going to explain why it was alright. Special 7. So, Special 7 is an anime, and like guys, this time I wrote some stuff down, so bear with me. I know I usually don't write stuff down, but there's some things I need to talk about. So, let's talk about the main characters. Shinji we thought he was human, but we find out he's a little bit more than that. It starts off with his character, kind of his story, and it also deals with another, character as well, one of Warlock's underlings, pretty much being the protector of Shinji, and getting him back to safety, because as a kid, they were kidnapped, and pretty much, he admired them. So he eventually becomes a part of Special 7, which is this task force against Warlock's anti-anarchist group of 9. We call them the 9 or 9 in the series. And what I learned about this series, because when I first seen that it was magic and it said a crime type of anime, I automatically assumed it was going to be more magic, not just crime. But, I guess it wasn't that. So pretty much, in this anime, it starts off where they're saying that magic existed. But it's just that the government banned it. So pretty much Warlock is like, screw the law, screw everything the government's talking about. He say, hey, look, we're going to bring magic back to its prime. Also, it talked about something that a lot of ancient cultures did worship, not all of them, but certain ones did worship dragons. So that, I guess there was some, drew from something else, which was pretty neat. But let's talk about the characters with the Special 7. So I already talked about Shinji. He's the rookie of the group. Let's talk about Shiori. Shiori's a human. Kind of reminds me of L from off of Death Note a bit. He's very smart, very witty. He can read people's minds. And he's the only human to the group because Shinji's not human. He's pretty much a warlock as well. The next one is Kajaku. Kajaku I kind of related to. I'm a very analytical person. So I liked his character. Even though he was not the main character at the beginning of the series, I really did like his character. You know what I'm saying? He's an elf. That's pretty interesting. And he's very serious, stern, and everything. The next person I have, Akane. Akane is dope. She was totally dope. She was a vampire swords lady. I was just like, what? Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of creepy. I was like, wait, she's a swords woman and a vampire? She's both? Raggy? But then after that, we have Belmer. Belmer pretty much is a homunculi. She was artificially created. She also goes by Ninja. She kind of reminds me of Ed from off of Cowboy Bebop. She's very energetic. She's the youngest of the group, it seems like, even though she probably is older, because like I said, she's lived for a long time. Also, we have Sniper Endo. Sniper Endo is a dwarf. He's very muscular. He's the sniper of the group. And that's something that's very interesting about him. He takes out targets with execution and stuff. And then we have Sakan, that's known as Boss. And, with his character, he's kind of like I guess you could say, the one they all go to when it comes to problems and trying to figure out things. I like the group. The group was very diverse. I could definitely dig that with an anime where it's not the same thing for certain characters. But here's the thing that I also enjoy about the anime. We learned a little bit more about Warlock a little bit. Like, during certain parts of the episodes, we learned more about why he is the way he is. I think the problem with Warlock, and not also Warlock, Sakan, and also the rookie of the group, I wish we would have learned a little bit more about Warlock's dragon. Like, we seen it for like maybe 1 or 2 episodes and that was it. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was cool showing all the little magic circles and magic spells and them trying to figure it out and stuff. But I felt like we didn't know about Warlock enough. You know what I'm saying? When you have a villain, we need a decent backstory. And I felt that that's what it lacked in the series. Also, the other problem was Boss. Boss played this mysterious character. Like, you knew he knew about magic and everything, but he was so like cool, calm, laid back, collective about it. But I would have loved to see the interaction between Warlock and Sarkhan, because pretty much they were at some time allies. At some point in time, they were allies, excuse me. And I felt that that was kind of missing from the show. And I think the huge problem for me was when I seen that it said a magic anime, it didn't seem like a magic anime. Like, when I watch magic anime, like I said, Black Clover is probably my favorite magic anime that's out right now. It didn't feel like Black Clover. It didn't feel like, I'm not trying to compare them, but it just wasn't enough magic in there for me. This kind of felt like, I don't know if anyone's seen the Netflix movie with Will Smith. It felt like that. It was more like modern times and magic kind of just being banned to some extent. That's how I felt about it. The character depth for the show, I did like that they show how all the characters kind of connected with one another and their relationships, especially with the rookie working with Kanjuku, the analyzer, their views and ideologies differed. You know what I'm saying? He was more serious. The other one person was just headstrong. What else can I say about the series? I felt the last episode, I was a little confused by the last episode. I didn't like how, maybe the order wasn't that great for the show. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The order for the last episode, I was just like, because I was thinking it was going to be like one more mission. And to find out they showed the backstory all the way towards the end of the episode, I'm just like, the backstory of how my man's brother, because the elf's brother was one of Warlock's minions. And also, what I didn't like about this show was with Seiji. They didn't really show, like, was Seiji parents Warlocks too? Did they know magic? Were they dragons? I think this show was a little bit, it didn't have enough balance for me. You know what I'm saying? It had enough certain parts consistently, but to me, it didn't feel like a good show to just say, oh, you know what, I go watch it again. Hulu recommended it to me. I had watched another show and it's like, Hulu said, if you were into this, you'll check this out. I don't think I'll check it out for a season 2. I'll say that. Like, if they decided to come out with a season 2, this would not be it for me. I understood the problems with it, corrupt politicians, all this other stuff, New World Order, all that stuff. That was cool, you know, those themes, you know, and stuff like that. I guess that was alright. We understood Warlock a little bit more, I guess, towards certain episodes, but I would have loved to see him and Boss's relationship as maybe previous friends or buddies, you know what I'm saying? But this is my review on it. I give this a 2 out of 5. I did not really like this. I tried my best to get through this. I was just like, oh my God, like, my man says he don't have his own dragon. I'm sitting there like, how my man's Warlock got his own dragon? You don't got your own dragon, and Boss don't have his own dragon. That don't make no sense. But guys, it's your boy Professor Charles S. Live. This is my review for today. I will be back for another video. So have a great Monday, guys, and I'm out.